So a few things came together for me today, and this is in a way a follow-up of some other videos I did about how a dystopian reality has just come into focus for all these anti-Trump people. Like for them now, all of a sudden, this is all too real. There's been a lot of dystopian novels and certainly movies very recently, and they're pushing this sort of a dystopian world as being a possibility. So I just saw this trailer with Emma Watson and Tom Hanks called The Circle, and I'll get to that in just a second as it fits into this narrative. And I've covered in recent days how all these dystopian novels, The Handmaid's Tale, which is a Netflix show now, and then George Orwell's 1984 are flying off the bookshelves in Amazon. They're the number one sellers because of Trump. And kids are having to go get psychological counseling at school after Trump won the election. And all these people are in this state of panic. And I saw this on Huffington Post today and it sort of made me chuckle because I'll just read the headline. Update: White House says Conway has been counseled for shilling for Ivanka. Shilling. Take it easy there, conspiracy theorists. Because shill is a word that is used within the truth community quite often, but now it's made it into the very propaganda-oriented. I mean, I look at Huffington Post every day. It's because it's like Illuminati news. They are giving you what their blueprints are and their plans are and their opinions on things. Huffington Post is sort of the poster child for all of these shilling news organizations. And then here they're using this word that's so often associated with the truth community. It made me chuckle. But you see this more and more. So you have this trailer with Tom Hanks and Emma Watson, and she goes into, just from the trailer. Now, trailers show a good percentage of the movie now, which is unfortunate. But you can see that she goes into work for this Microsoft or Apple-like company, and it's a closed environment, and they are watching her every move. And it's supposed to be done in a benevolent way. Tom Hanks plays that nice guy role that he plays, charismatic person, but they are spying on every aspect of this girl's life, and it just gets creepier throughout the trailer, and you can see which direction the movie is taking you. And I talked to people how I just watched Snowden the other day. But you had all these people in the liberal community under Barack Obama that heard about Snowden's revelations, which many of us believe that he's a controlled operation in his own right. And all this information came out and what they were capable of doing, spying on you through your laptop webcam without you even the light coming on, you not even knowing it, or listening in on your conversations with your cell phone anytime they want. All these things that they're now capable of doing, knowing everything about you and being able to monitor you 24/7. So this is how creepy these things are, but people are like, no big deal. But then Trump gets elected, and they're all freaking out. You have all these people saying, wow, we've created a dystopian world because Bush and Clinton and Obama have militarized the police, Obama more than anybody else. We have all these executive orders now. We have the Patriot Act. You have this NSA, and then you have this sort of narcissistic megalomaniac in the White House. Oh my God, we're going to have martial law. We're going to have a dystopian world. But what nobody really understands who subscribe to the left-right paradigm, and I mean this for Trump supporters as well, that the only way, and people in the Trump who support Trump think that he's going to come in and clean all this up, and it's not going to happen. This guy is a billionaire player. And the way that this works, there's a problem for the controllers. And that is within the Constitution, every 8 years, or really every 4 years, there is a chance to completely change the government and their policies in terms of the military, in terms of foreign policy and domestic policy. So the president and the incoming Congress could just wipe everything clean and start over and begin a complete different orientation towards our foreign policy, towards our economic policy, and all these things. And yet you never see that because there's no real government. It's just a continuation. The foreign policy continues going the same way. The support of the military-industrial complex, the support of the banks and Wall Street, all the major issues, all the major legislation, all the major rules stay the same. So there's some differences here, and there's some talk. The different parties, the left-right paradigm, they'll say different things about what they're going to change or what they believe in. But in terms of the rules and the structure of our society, everything stays the same. And to create a dystopian world, you need continuity, because you need this to be built up over many decades, and a controlling system that slowly seeps into your life and now has become an all-encompassing spying unit, and then the rules and the martial law and the militarization of the police, all these things coming together where every aspect of your life is monitored and controlled. And we're just going deeper and deeper into this. And so these people think, oh, now that Trump's here, this is going to be, even worse, or he's going to solve this. He's a continuum. He's part of a continuum, because the controllers had to solve this one problem. How do we stop all our work to go down the tubes in one election? And so they figured a way to control both sides of that there was, no matter who won, they still had control. And that's the only way this society can be. So you got to look in a far-ranging way, not just because Obama was this guy or Trump is this guy, and these people, I identify with one and I am repelled by the other, that this is a continuum. They're part of a continuum. And we'll just see that playing out in front of us. But I think maybe it's a good sign that people are waking up, but only waking up to one side isn't really waking up. Believing in the right and the left that there is a good side and a bad side, when clearly it's just a continuum of the policies they've been rolling out for many, many years. Actually, this is a 100-year plan. And you have to go outside the mainstream system, whether it be media or politics or religion or all these things. You have to find a way, and mostly in terms of spirituality, connecting to God in a living way, not something that's controlled, not a system that has been put in as part of the controlling system, but a real spiritual system, and finding a way to connect to God and have God show you your soul's path and your soul's purpose. All right, so this is Paul Romano reporting from the apocalypse. Everybody have a blessed day.